Good day, ma'am. We are the Group 8 and we will be reporting conflict theories. Next slide. Next slide. Conflict theory divided in two groups, upper class and lower class. Conflict theory first developed by Karl Marx. It is also a term associated to him, in which different groups in society compete over limited resources, the upper class and lower class. It is also a theory that views social and economic institutions as tools of the struggle among groups or classes such as lower and upper classes used to maintain inequality and dominance of the ruling class. The basic concept of conflict theory is that the unequal distribution of wealth and power in the society contribute to the frequency of crime. And this theory perspective in sociology and social psychology that emphasize a materialist interpretation of history, the dialectical method of analysis, a critical stance toward existing social arrangement and political program of revolution or at least a reform. According to conflict theory, social stratification benefit the rich and powerful. For example, at the expenses of the poor. Thus, it creates the system of winner and losers that is maintained by those who are on top. The people who are losers do not get fair chance to compete and thus are stuck on the bottom. The upper class commit crimes to gain more wealth and maintain their powerful status. Halimbawa po yung pagkokorrupt po at saka insider trading and high-level tax evasion and fraud. Habang yung mga lower class ay nagko-commit ng crimes ng mga pagnanakaw at saka pag-hold up. Ito po yung mga ginagawa nila para makabawi sa financial crisis ng mga lower class. Theory conflicts theories like Karl Marx and Christopher Hearn suggest that the key to understand social life and human history is through class struggle. In their views, class struggle is brought about the competition over scarce resources in the society. That is, too many people are competing over few resources available. The focus of conflict theories is to analyze how social actors compete and how they use their power to control, dominate, and exploit the groups in the society. Thank you. Next po.
Du Bois, founder of Black criminology. Most of his important work are the Spawn of Slavery, the Conflict Lies System in the South, Race, Class, and Nation. Du Bois was an American sociologist, socialist, historian, and Pan-Africanist civil rights activist. Born in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, Du Bois grew up in relatively tolerant and integrated community. Du Bois conflict theory or social conflict theory is all about racism of Black American or African American in the South. Du Bois entered the national stage with an article written for the Atlantic in 1897 in which he described double consciousness. Double consciousness is an odd feelings and the constant awareness that one is measuring one's soul by the yardstick of a world that is amusedly mocking it and feeling sorry for it. One is aware of his dual identity as an American and Black person, with two souls, two thoughts, and two conflict aspirations residing in one dark body, whose tenacious fortitude alone prevents it from rupturing. This struggle to become a self-conscious man meld his dual self into a truer and better self. Is the history of American Negro. Du Bois hopes but that none of the elder personas will be lost in this bleeding. He does not want the Africanized America because it has so much to teach the rest of the world and Africa. Also, does not want to bleach his black blood in a wave of white Americanism because because he, he fervently believes that black blood still has something to say to the rest of the world. He merely wants to make it feasible for a man to be both a Negro and American without suffering from discrimination or losing the chance to advance personally from his peers. Dito na pumapasok yung Black Lives Matter. Everybody, black people are equal. So, anong ginagawa nyo guys? Huwag na kayong mahiya. Mahalin nyo na ako.
George Volt. George Volt is a prominent sociologist and criminologist who developed the conflict theory. Laws are created by politically oriented groups. He said that people who seek the government assistance to help them defend their rights and protect their interests na connected sa political process. Crime is a product of conflict engaged by groups struggle for political power. He said that individuals and groups with less political power are more likely to engage in criminal behavior because they lack access to resources and opportunities. In contrast, those with more power can use their influence and avoid punishment or even engage in criminal behavior with impunity. Example nito is yung pagtaas ng terrorism sa ibang part ng mundo. Katulad nung sa Taliban, Afghanistan, as a response to the Soviet invasion, subsequent civil war sa bansa nila, nag-gain sila ng power at suporta kasi nag-promise sila na i-restore nila yung order and stability. Pero nagkaroon din sila ng act of violence and terrorism para ma-achieve ang political goals nila, like establishment ng strict Islamic, yung political goals nila, like establishment of Islamic government. This is how this demonstrate how organized group of broader or political power can engage in criminal activities as part. Next. Next slide po. Ayun po. Ralph Dahrendorf conflict theory. According to Dahrendorf, modern society is organized into what he called imperatively coordinated associations. These associations comprise of two groups, those who possess authority and use it for social domination, and those who lack authority and are dominated. He proposed a unified conflict theory of human behavior, which was summarized as follows. First, every society is at very point subject to processes of change. Social change is everywhere. Second, every society displays at every point descent in conflict. Social conflict is everywhere. Lastly, every element in the society is based on the coercion of some of its members by others. Next, Porter.
Next is the class conflict theory. According to Richard Queeny and William Chambliss, social and economic forces within a society are the primary cause of crime, and the criminal justice system is seen as a tool that is used by the rich and powerful to control the poor. In their view, the criminal justice system operates in a way that is biased towards the interests of the wealth elite. Laws are created and enforced to protect the interests of the powerful people, while at the same time criminalizing behaviors that are associated with the poor, marginalized groups. So, for examples, there are laws that criminalize drug use. Maybe these laws are used to control and punish the poor and homeless population, while white-collar crimes committed by powerful individuals may go unpunished. So dito natin makikita yung pagiging unfair and unjust ng ating criminal justice system, since yung pag-enforce nila ng laws is nakadepende sa status nung nag-commit ng crime na yon. So overall, Queenie and Chambliss argue that crime is not simply the result of individual choices or moral failings, but rather is a symptom of deeper social and economic problems within a society. Addressing this underlying issue, they argue, is the key to reduce crime and create a more just and equitable society. Next.
Okay, so next is the consensus theory. So it states here that crimes are repugnant behaviors in all elements of society. So it means that any act that violates the law and harms others is considered morally and socially unacceptable in any community or group. So this includes actions like yung mga theft, assault, fraud, and other forms of unlawful conduct that are deemed harmful and offensive to the well-being of society. So next is crimes and their punishments are reflected in the values, beliefs, and opinions of society's mainstream. So it means that the way of society's views and punishes crimes is shaped by its collective values, beliefs, and opinions. So in other words, the severity of a crime and the punishment it warrants are not fixed or absolute. So for example, in some societies, certain actions or crimes like drug use or adultery, ganon, may be considered sa kanila na harsh yung crime na yun. Pero in some societies, tinitignan nila yon yung mga crimes na yun as not as serious offenses. Similarly, the severity of punishment for a particular crime may vary depending on the societal context, such as whether the emphasis is on rehabilitation or retribution. So next, it also states here that general agreement on what behavior should be outlawed. It means that there is a widespread consensus within a society or community regarding certain behaviors that should be prohibited and punished by law. Examples of behaviors that are generally agreed upon deserving of criminalization ay yung murder, theft, assault, and fraud din. Like in many societies, there is also broad agreement that certain forms of discrimination and hate speech should be outlawed, as they are seen as harmful to individuals and the wider community. So lastly, concerned with the maintenance or continuation of social order in society, meaning that a society's norms, values, and rules are essential for ensuring stability and coherence within that society. So in this context, the statement implies that various social institutions such as the legal system, law enforcement agencies, and other social and cultural norms are created and maintained to promote social order and prevent disruptions or conflicts within the society. So overall, yung statement na to, yung mga social institution natin, like yung mga law enforcement agencies, ganun, they ensure the continued functioning and stability of the society para hindi tayo magkaroon ng conflict sa society natin. So yun, next.
The last theory of chapter 10, functionalism theory. According to this theory, society is a system of interconnected parts that works together in harmony to maintain a state of balance and social equilibrium. for the whole. Also, functionalism theory is a sociological theory that emphasizes the interdependence of various parts of society to maintain social order and stability. According to this theory, each aspect of society has a specific function that contributes to the overall well-being of the society. For example, the educational system function to transmit knowledge and skills to the younger generation, while the legal system maintains law and order. Functionalism assumes that social changes occurs gradually and that it is necessary to maintain social equilibrium. Therefore, changes in one aspect of society will affect other parts of the society, and adjustment will be made to maintain social balance. That's all.